portrait session. We started it earlier, in which I had shown you how to make the outline of the face and how do you get the basic structure ready. The link of that video you can check below this, and you can follow the steps which are shown, and then you can come back to this video to see how to finish the video and give the details. So before we start, we have live sessions every week on portrait sketching and portrait painting. So if you are joining for the first time and you are watching this video, please subscribe the channel and press the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any update on our channel. Let's start. Uh, this is a portrait of a famous singer. I won't name him, but you can guess while it is being done. So we had done the structure of the eye, and just finishing part I will show. So when you are doing finishing or when you are giving detail to any portrait, whether it is painting or whether it is a sketch, then important role, as I always say. So if your eyes have been done properly, the major part of your portrait is done, and you will yourself feel yes, the face and the features are present. So I am doing finishing today. I will show you. So you stay tuned and keep watching, because it is a full session. There is no fast forward thing. So when we give detail to the eye of the eyebrows, you have to flow with the movement of the hair. In are thick, and it is a male face, therefore the hair has been the hair on the eyebrow have not been trimmed, but they are thick. If it was a female face, then female like to keep their eyebrows trimmed. So in this case, the hair on the eyebrows are thick, as you can see. So this is the difference between sketching and shading of the face of a male and a female. So in this case, the eyebrows are thick and black, and the hair are also the hair are very prominent on the eyebrows. So that is what is characteristic of this face. So I am moving the pencil with the flow of the hair. It is not done in any direction. You have to move the hair with the direction of the hair. And there is thickness of hair. There is a gap which normally comes in this part of the face. The hair turned from straight to the other side. Now once it is done, then I will go to the next part, giving of shading to the lips. Because this part has been done, we will come to the detail later on. Now when you are giving shading to the lips, then the texture of the lip matters a lot. So I am just softly moving the giving the shade to match the lining of the lips, and the lower part of the lip which is to be done is slightly darker and it is deep. Now give the outline, but don't make the lining prominent. The lining has to be done softly, and I'm using normal pencil, normal HB pencil. Now in the lower side there is soft shade, and towards the corner there is darkness or pink because we are doing shading with the pencil, so it is in black and white, but the basic outline of the lips will remain same. You have to show the texture of the lips, which has some linings which are not very thick, but yes, they are there. You can see the nostril now. The nostrils have to be done dark, and they are deep because the face is slightly tilted back. And now the other nostril is away from our eyes, so it will not be big, but yes, the lower part of the nose and the outer lining of the nose will be there. So when you have done shading on any body part, the face and the then you have to use a brush or a tissue paper to merge the color and to make it soft. Now here the face is having short mustache. So what I am doing, I am just moving the pencil. It is not full shade, but yes, there is a shading in the form of dots. So I am making small dots which symbolize that the mustache is there, but it is not fully grown up. And these small dots of the mustache will symbolize, they are actually the small hair which has to be shown. It is not a beard, thick beard, but yes, there is some shading which I have to do. This part of the face is having small hair stubble. I would say the hair are very small, they have been trimmed. There is no big beard, hair will not be big, so I can give a small hair lining, and then I can give some shade. Now this creates a texture of the hair, and now I will give soft shading on the outside. This is not the lining of the face, but yes, there is a softness of the shading which has to be done. Now here I will put a soft shading under the lips, which includes some small hair. So first I have done shading. After that I will be using pencil and then mixing it. There is chin which has to be shown, and the shading is on the outer part of the lip, leaving some gap on the outside. Now this creates a texture on the skin. Now let's do some shading on the inner side of the eyes. This is having soft shade. Now this area will be darker, but it will be dark till this part which I am doing now. After that the shading will be soft. To show shine on this, I will leave some area white, and then on the outside when I will shade, it will give an appearance of a shine. You can see this. Now this area, which is the lower part of the face, is having swollen skin. Now this is not the dark circle, but yes, this is the characteristic of the face. This is the skin area which gives a softness to the face. Some people have this prominent, so in this face also it is prominent. The nose is having a shine, so I will just put shade, and then you watch what I will do. You have to just use a brush. There is a smile which is coming with the help of these cheek. So here there is softness. Now this part has to be shaded softly with the flow of the muscles. So the way shading is there on the face, you have to move pencil softly and just vary the pressure of the pencil, and you don't need any special material for giving shade. Now I can rub a brush in this part and move it in a circular path so that the shading is mixed up. There is some shine on the skin. This area is dark. It is away from light, but it is not very dark. This is the characteristic of the nose bone in some people. There is a depth on the face which is seen in the form of a shadow, and that shadow gives a characteristic to the nose and the area under the eye, that portion. Corner of the eye, the inner corner of the eye will have redness to give effect of a life to the eyes. This area which I am doing now is having hair, but these hair are not visible in properly visible in gents. Now the eye angle is slightly down, and there is a crow feet type which is on the skin. Now this shading part is done. The face has been done. The ear will have normal shading. There is no characteristic shape of the ear in this gentleman. So let's make it quickly. He is having long hair. That is a speciality or a characteristic of this face. So I will do this fast so that you can see the maximum thing. And the hair are dark and long, so we'll come to it in a minute. Now what do you think gives resemblance to any face? The eyes, ears, lips, or what? Mostly every feature gives resemblance, but which part of the face or the portrait or any face gives most resemblance? Comment below this video. If you have joined for the first time, you can try this what you are seeing. In fact, there are a lot of portraits on our channel. You can watch, send your work for any guidance. Now the ear is done. The hair are long, as I said. So let's do the hair now. This part is the giving shape to the hair. They have been styled properly. This is the inner lining of the hair. And this is another characteristic in this face, that the hair have got folds, which you are seeing. So normally the hair are kept normally, but yes, in this case the hair have been styled. So I am just making basic inner lining of the hair, and the holding of the pencil is from a distance, which helps to reduce pressure on the pencil. Now this is the outer lining which has to be done properly. And there is a thin lining of the hair which is going on the side, and then the hair are going outside. So this lining of the jaw and the cheek is characteristic in every face. This lining has to be obtained properly. So I am just making a lining, and after that there are hair which are fully around the face. Now this is the hair lining which has to be done properly. The hair are long and they are thin. Normally the hair are in the men are on the head, but here the hair are long. So this is the thing which will give resemblance, and this is the flow of the hair. The hair are again, this is the flow of the hair. They are starting from this flow which I have made. From here I will move the pencil upwards, and set the hair upwards. This side they are going up. So first let's give lining. After that, this is the outer bound of the hair. From here the hair is going on the outside. So each hairline has to be done. Now when I have done this, it has given a shape to the hair. The hair are going upwards and they have been set properly. This is a particular style of hair and they are starting from the forehead. Now once this is done, now I will give shade and the inner shade will be kept light. When I do this light, the hair will get a texture. There is not much shine because the hair is thick. Now here the hair I have done, I am giving shading to the hair to fill the gaps which are there. Now you have to move the pencil in the direction of the hair and we have already given a shape to the hair. So it is filled. In this part the hair are long. So near the ear I have to do it dark. From here the hair will start. And the hair is coming on the cheek. They are coming here and they are bending down. So first I will give some flow to the hair. Let's give some texture of the cloth. There is an inner shirt. This is the neck area and there is a jacket type which is seen in this. This area will be dark. Now this is not the hair, this is the inner lining of the body of the cloth. So when you shade, then you have to keep everything in mind, that which part you are shading. This is not the body shading, this is the shading of the cloth. So the shading and the texture of the shade will be slightly different. Just to give a lining. And now the hair, they are long. Now you have to give shade wherever you want to give a dark shade. You will not put pressure of the pencil, just you have to move the pencil like I am doing. I want to give this area dark, so I will just move pencil continuously in one area and it will become dark without applying pressure. If I apply pressure, then the paper will have mark, and because of that mark, next time when I will shade, the graphite or the charcoal, the black part of the color will fill in that gap and it will leave a impression. So that is what you have to keep in mind. This part is having hair, they are loose. Watch this. Now give this shading and make the shade go downwards. The hair is dark. This area is also dark. The drawing is done. Let's give some finishing touches to the skin. So it has been done in two parts. The first part link you will get below this video. You can check that out. That is initial part, and now I am showing you the shading part. How do you give shade? Now just to give some texture to the skin, a soft shading I am doing. Let's just merge this shade. I am rubbing my finger. You can use brush or you can use a paper and just rub it. So this will make the pencil marks lighter and the shading will be done easily. There is something, the hair is set. So now let's finish giving detail to the clothes. Is wearing a jacket type here. And is coming till here. Let's give, there is a texture on the design on this. We'll give some design. I'm not taking time in giving shade to the clothes. Let's focus more on the face. So I am just doing the clothes, basic lining. So you have got an idea that what do you do in to give shade to the hair and to the lips and to the face. If your main features of the face and eyes and everything is done, then clothes you don't need to give too much detail to the clothes. They are important, but yes, in the initial phase, if you are just making it and you are beginner, then of course you can just give it a basic try, give some shading to the clothes, but yes, don't overdo it. Otherwise the main drawing, which is the face, that will be uh, that will be less highlighted. So this is the face which we have done. Let's have to make it slightly more darker. The eyes are Indian, so I have to just give some more darkness to the eyes. Now this is the shape given to the eyes. This area I need to give some more darkness. There is a shine which I want to show here. In this part also. Now once the basic lining of the face is done, you will yourself be satisfied, yes, the drawing has been done properly. This is an Indian singer. You can type the name of the personality which you are observing. Now this is the stubble or the small hair, tiny hair which I have to do. Now let's give it a stop here and I will show you the whole thing. in landscape, you can take a screenshot of the drawing, try out and send it. There is a email link given below this video. On that email you can send your work for any support or any guidance. If you want to learn how to make the eyes and give detail, there is again a video which is there. There are links of videos where you will understand how do you give shade to the eyes, how do you make the lips. So that will help you in understanding how to give detail to the main face. So see you in the next session. Stay connected. Please subscribe the channel if you have still not subscribed. We have other channels also. The links are given below. Stay connected with us for different art forms. See you. Goodbye and take care. Goodbye.